Howdy all. Welcome to part 9 of my playthrough of Conan Exiles Enhanced. In this particular episode, I am going to do the next thing that I can do to possibly get myself some good followers, companions, thralls, what have you. Aside from, obviously, what I've done before, which is go into Sepamaru and recruit via either Purple Lotus Orb or a Truncheon, the various crafters and fighters that are in there, or like I did with Tefra, go over to a particular spot where the character will actually spawn, the NPC will actually spawn, and luckily manage to find them. Both of those were places where I could do my recruiting without having to worry about fighting anybody. Ultimately, that'll also be the case with what I'm going to be doing in this particular playthrough, in this episode, but it's going to involve having to go out and fight somebody eventually, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a tavern. I'm going to put a bar in it, and I'm going to go out and get a barkeeper so that the tavern will start recruiting NPCs, bar patrons, tavern patrons, that I possibly will be able to hire without having to actually use a Purple Lotus Orb or a Truncheon to help them lose consciousness, as it were. I have 1,829 gold pieces from going around Sepamaru and collecting gold from various chests. So I have enough to recruit, that would be 3 tier 4, potential tier 4 crafters or fighters if they showed up. And you'll see that when people do show up, you'll see the different levels. I think it's 10 for tier 1, 50 for tier 2, 100 for tier 3, and 500 to hire a tier 4 thrall or companion. But the first thing I need to do is actually build the tavern. And I'm going to do that right up there, right behind where the stable currently is. And I'm going to get rid of the stable. I'm not going to raise up another horse. If I need to for whatever reason, that's right. I can always remake one. They don't cost much in the way of resources. What I'm going to do is, I don't need that. I'm going to try to build this all out of, since I have the appropriate DLC, I have the stable building pieces. Oh, that's why. Because there we go. I can only craft from the inventory of somebody or something that's following me. And I had put a whole bunch of everything on my rhino. And it says I still don't have steel reinforcement? Alright, did I not put that on you, rhino? 120 steel reinforcements right there. Are you following me? You are following me. Why is it not saying that I have steel reinforcements? Let's try that again. There we go. That's a weird thing. I'm not sure why this is happening nowadays. But every now and then, sometimes your crafting material availability just disappears and it won't reappear until you put away your crafting hammer and then bring it back open. Anyway, this is not going to be anything particularly interesting. It's going to be an open, just a platform tavern. With a little bit of a different shape, but not much. It's not going to have walls. It'll have fences, and that's it. And of course, the bar, and seating. So, do I want to do hay covered? I think I just want to do the regular. Um, Actually, you know what? I'm going to try. So, what I'm going to do is build. Let's see, I want to be at the highest point. I'm going to build a simple square of foundations. And then, so I can get corner pillars on them, I will then build ceilings all the way around. You know what? I don't want that there. And I just realized that I'm probably going to get in the way of the respawning. I don't want that there either. Of that coal node that's right behind me. Let's go ahead and grab that, and let's see if it respawns eventually. I'm guessing the answer is going to be no. I did adjust your distance. Well, you've got an interesting interpretation of 10 meters, buddy. All right. We're going to delete everything. We're going to... Come on. Come back here. I'm obviously going to have to raise that up higher. I thought that that was the height of it right there, but it isn't. So, let's go back to... And let's bring that up just a little. Alright, now let's go ahead and put the... ceilings all the way around here. All right, so that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I think I want to go 6. Not sure if I can over this way. There we go. Now I want pillars underneath them. To provide support. Because the corner pillars will provide some support, but for me, they're basically just decoration. Come on, get down in there. No. I've already put one down there. Yeah. And... There we go. I'll build this out. Into a slight angled structure out here. All right, now I think, yeah, I'm getting really low on the material. Probably steel reinforcements. I probably don't have enough wood or stone close enough by. We got plenty of stone. I don't have enough wood to be able to build all of the railings around here. So let me really quickly chop down a tree. Or 2 or 3. Give me enough wood to be able to create all the railings around. You know what? And then I completely forgot what material I might need for the actual bar itself. While I'm gathering resources here, let me go ahead and check that. All right, that is under decorations, countertops, and bars. I did learn that offline. I need iron reinforcement. I only need, what is that, 10? So I can just go ahead and grab those. The blacksmith's bench is just too far away. Alright, so I'm... okay, Rhino. So I should be good. Let me just cut down one more tree here. Absolutely get everything. Rocks and trees. Not really sure why hatchets work on... rock outcroppings, but apparently they do. Let's see. So let's go back. Flotsam. I'm not sure if 20 is enough. And that's apparently the inside of... you know what? I don't want that there. Do I want sandstone? You know what? Maybe I want stable. I want a more solid looking wall space. I'm going to put the tavern right up against that. So I'm going to need stairs. Which will probably have to be flotsam again. Alright. You are definitely going to need to move out of the way if I'm going to try to put a bar back there. Decorations. Countertops and bars. And now I'm out of wood. Alright. Alrighty. Those aren't trees. Those are trees. Alright, let's just get enough wood to make a bar. Actually, you know what? I'll cut down that other palm tree over there. And any of the leftover wood I'll put into the carpenter's bench so that the carpenter can make shaped wood, which is basically what I'm going to need for making all of the seating. Where am I? 5 and decorations. There we go. All right. That's just a bit too far back. Let's try to put it sort of in the middle. There. Yeah, pretty tight up against the wall. I like it. All right. And I think, let me go back to that. I think I need, Yeah, I don't have any seating. In fact, I don't know if I've learned any seating. Let's find out. I definitely learned furniture maker. I haven't learned tables. I have 17 points. Oh, luckily, these are all benches. Is that going to give me the good benches? Yeah. All right. These are all basically 1 point. Um, yeah, I think that's all I need. But I believe that all has to be crafted. Wrong button. Yeah. I don't know anything that I can make with a construction hammer. Oh, stop it. Press the right button, dude. Um, I don't need you following me to be able to get... Oh, look. Big rhino butt. However... Yeah, it's going to way overload me if I take everything. But I might as well. Because I'm going to offload the hardened brick right here. And I'm going to need all that leftover shaped wood. What's the brick from? Oh, the brick must have been from the animal pen. So let's put all the shaped wood back in here. And the regular wood. There we are. Artisan bench. Alright, yeah, now I know how to make a whole bunch of stuff here. I want benches. Regular benches. 1, 2... I don't think I'm going to need 10. So let's craft 6. And I'm going to need seating, which I think I'm going to do as stools. And I'm going to use the Turanian stool. You know what? I'm going to use the woven stool. No, I'm going to use the Turanian stool. It's a DLC. I paid for it. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll go ahead and make 10 just in case. And I'm going to need some tables. Do I want round tables or do I want square? Oh, those are stools. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with round tables, and in this case, I'm going to do 3. Because I don't think I'm going to have space for any more than that. All right. Let's take all of those. That was quick. That didn't take long at all. All right. We will start with benches. And, yeah, it's telling me that it's aimed in the right direction. I want it as tight to there as I can. Oh, I don't have enough space on this side. Okay. So, let's put 1 right there. Match the other side. So I've put a table here, and a table here. Let's put a bench right in the middle. All right. I've got spare benches. I can put them, actually I can put them outside, which I have done in a bunch of recent Tavern builds. All right, so if I put you know what? I'm going to put this guy over here, and then I'm going to move that bench. And the same on this side. And then we'll put the other one right here. All right, bench, you're going to move down a little bit. All right, that's weird. Why is it now say that it needs to come out further than that one was? Oh, well. Yeah, that one's much closer to the wall. Weird. All right, and stools. All right, you got to give them room to be able to get out. And room for me to be able to get to them. All right, so how do we want to do this? Now, I've only got 2. All right, so for the time being, I'll just set it up for 2. All right, we have plenty of seating. We have a bar. We have an open-air tavern. Do I have anything on me that can actually make any corner pillars? Probably not. I got enough stone. Or access to enough stone. I've got access to enough flotsam, which I really like for the corner pillars. Okay, well, when I get that far away, I don't have enough. Alright, once I get this far away, what am I missing? I am missing wood. And again, pretty easy solution. So I'm only going to make a few more pillars. I don't need a ton of wood. Whackety whackety. And that is absolutely more than enough for the few pillars I need to make. I did not put one down there. All right, is that good? Is that all I really want for pillars? You know what? Let's just balance this out as well. There. Okay. So let me put the remaining wood back in here. The extra benches in here. The couple of steel reinforcements that I have on me in here. I'll put my shield down there, and I am going to get on my horse and I'm going to ride over to probably right about here, right where the entrance to the Midnight Grove is. Because I'm going to try to come up around here with having to fight as few people as possible to get just down here. I know I'm going to face at least a few people along here. If I come straight through, I'm going to face a couple of dozen things I have to fight. And I want to try to avoid that as much as possible. I have where the barkeeper's cage is. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies I have to fight. One of which is a jailer. So, yeah, I want to keep keep everything else to a minimum. So, I am going to bring you back when I'm right over there by the Midnight Grove. I will see you in a bit. And welcome back. So I am here just outside of where you can get into the Midnight Grove by talking to the NPC that's down there. I'm going to try to go around this way and see if that gets me to a point where I can come around to that back side of things. There are people up there when there is an event going on. I think I want to go up there and down. Let me see. No, actually, I'm going to want to go around the back side of that as well. Okay. Not much worried about any of the creatures, although I'll probably kill this cobra before it bites me or after it bites me, because I'm stupid. Alright. I did fight, along with Tephra, some of the Rocknoses, or all of the Rocknoses that are in Sandscour Pass. They were going to come after us anyway. Okay. It sounded like there was something else on us. They were going to come after us anyway, and Tephra can definitely use the... Oh, that's a really cool spot if you want to build like a sort of hidden base in there. I forgot about that. Tephra can definitely use the experience to level up even more. There's a spot, there's a pretty decent early-ish game Archer all the way at the end of that platform. Not what I'm here for. Alright, yeah, here's the area. Alright, so we got 2 people here. Alright, Tephra. I'm close enough to get them? No. Close enough to get them? Yes. Get on in there. That's it. Kill the archer first.
Like the cobra, Exile, my bite is death.
Alright, that's good. Nothing of interest. Wow. Absolutely nothing of interest. I want the hide. What happens if I chop them up with a hatchet? Do I get hide? I do. Alright. Oh, look. There's one of the werewolves, or were-hyenas, that are all over this place. And I got too close. Alright, well. I don't know what you get if you hack up a were-hyena. I don't recall. It's been too long. You get hyena pelt. Alright. Quite a bit of it, too, apparently. So, can I... Now, I'm going to attract the attention of both of them, I'm sure. I don't know. Keep walking toward me. And you keep walking away. Let's see what happens. No, got both of them. Now go get him.
Set will grant me cunning.
All right. And let's see. Anything of interest? You know what? And I do love taking any steel weapon I can find so I can break it down for the steel, but... Okay. And we've discovered the den. This whole area here is the den. Alright, there's a camp down there, but I don't see anybody at it. I wonder if that was his camp. Now, there are chests. One of the reasons for coming down here is there are chests all over these platforms. I'm not going to go around and find any. All right. Can I draw anybody? Well, I guess the answer is yes. All right, who's coming? And yes, attack. Particularly attack that dude. That's it. Let's get the jailer first. Ooh. Tefra got whacked pretty hard. Let's see. I do want the Skelos cultist stuff, because that will give me raw ash. Jebel Sag priest with an ancient pike? I don't really remember what you get off that. Definitely want that. Hyena for a chest piece, such as that's the one that's health. Yeah, I'll take your steel, and you know what? I'll take your skin as well. And the Zamorian fighter, oh, is that like an actual regular? Yeah. We'll add that to the list. I can see that very quickly. I'm going to need to move some stuff over to the horse. All right, you take all of the heavier stuff there, horse. Now, what are the odds I pulled everybody out of there that might come running to try to kill this barkeeper? I hope there's a barkeeper in the cage. It just occurred to me that that's not always a guarantee.
Please listen.
There is.
There isn't much time.
I don't know if I'm going to pull those people down there, so let's hopefully that won't be the case.
You will not regret this.
All right. Barkeeper is following me or no? Come on. Is guarding. I think, yes, you can have the barkeeper, once you rescue them, follow you, I think, until you place them somewhere. So that didn't prevent... Yeah, there we go. Both of them are following me. All right. I am going to get on the horse and ride back, and we'll see about getting this bar set up. I will see you folks in a bit. And welcome back. Interesting ride back. For some reason, my horse got stuck in gallop mode even when it was completely out of stamina. So it was a real quick ride. And as you can see, my barkeeper is in fighting mode, even though they don't have a weapon or food or anything. In fact, when you first get your barkeep, if they say, or if you just click on them, you won't go into their inventory like you would any other thrall.
I owe you much, but I am wasted as a fighter.
And that's what you get. So you have to say, okay, goodbye. But we are going to put you behind the bar. There we go. All right. And now we'll see how long it takes for anybody to show up. Which will be usually is pretty quick. I am going to put Tefra back in her stand guard spot. I'm going to get stuff off the horse. Take all, and then just give you back the berries. There we go. And we had coal and stone, and we have hide and tusks and bones and fangs and hyena pelts Start breaking down some stuff. Let's see what the ancient pike gives us. It gives us steel and shaped wood. Okay, I thought it was going to be something more interesting, but oh well. Oh, bat skin goes over there as well. And we'll put the wrong place. We'll put the flesh and the putrid meat in there. We'll go ahead and use the cloth satchel. We can get rid of the iron truncheon and the rawhide bindings and the dead sorcerer's map, and I don't use notes ever. Realistically, their only value, as far as I know, is to write things for guild members if you're on like a public play server. You know what? I'm not really using... I'm using cooked exquisite meat. So let me go ahead and put that in here. Just in case I decide I want to make like soup or something. Alright. And do we have anybody yet? We do. We have 2. Can they be recruited? And 3. No. So if they've got a weapon, even if you can't really see it, there's weapons, there's weapons. I'm probably not going to be able to recruit anybody here, am I? Nope. Everybody's got a weapon. Well, isn't that boring? Well, anyway. That's the way it works. People show up, and you've got daggers on your hip, don't you? Yep. People show up, and if they aren't carrying a weapon, you can recruit them. You've got a bow on your back. Yep. Not going to get anything. Look at you, sitting over there with the fighter. You trying to pick somebody up, are you, buddy? So, that's kind of the way it's supposed to work. And eventually somebody will show up that I can probably recruit, and probably won't be anybody of any level that I want to recruit. But that's the way the whole tavern system works. I am going to wait for somebody to show up. Ooh. Oh, do we have a weapon there? We have, yeah, you've got a weapon that I can't see. Dang it. I'm going to wait for somebody to show up that I can recruit, and I think I'm going to put the bartender in something a little bit better than rags. But I'll do all that offline. Thank you for joining me on this particular playthrough of Conan Exiles Enhanced. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, give it a thumbs down. If you've got any questions about it or any comments, please put them in the comment section below, and I can see the axe on your back. Dang it. And if you have any questions on anything that we do here at Nerd Caliber, then please do leave them in the comment section below. If you're not a subscriber, you like what we do, please do feel free to subscribe and maybe click the notification bell icon so you get notified of when any of our videos go up. And all that said, do please stay safe, be well, and bye-bye.